Good morning, students. Let's start today's class. Dear student, I hope you will be fine and safe at your home. Today, we are going to discuss about the daring desert. Deserts is a forms of landform. Different landforms are there in our country. So today we will discuss about the desert. In this lesson, we will discuss about kinds of desert, climate, vegetation, animals life means wildlife, and then after in the last we will discuss about human life. So my dear student, the desert, the word desert means that desert is synonym with extremely harsh living conditions, means very difficult condition, extremely harsh living conditions. Why? There is acute shortage of water, scanty rainfall, lack of diverse life forms, and the view of an expanse arid landscape. Rested in the desert region where there is acute shortage of water. Acute shortage of water means very less rainfall is there, and the availability of water is also very less. Scanty rainfall, little rainfall or no rainfall is there in the desert region. Lack of diverse life forms and the view of an expanse arid landscape. Desert can be broadly classified into two categories. There are two categories of the desert, that is hot desert and cold desert. Hot desert where too much hot is there, and in cold desert there is too much cold. So the two polar regions, Antarctica that is in the south pole and the Arctic region that is in the north pole, have also been classified under the desert region. Yes student, this both land, Arctic and Antarctic region, both lands are covered with snow and ice throughout the year because of high altitude and low temperature. Next is climate. Now, dear student, in your book there is given the table of hot desert and cold desert. Just for example, here is the list of hot deserts. That in hot desert, Sahara Desert, North Africa, Arabian Desert, Arabian Peninsula, Great Victoria Desert, Australia, Syrian Desert in Syria, Jordan and Iraq, Kalahari Desert, Southern Africa in Southern Africa, and the Thar Desert, India and Pakistan, Great Sandy Desert in Australia. And the some cold deserts are also here. In cold desert, Gobi deserts, northern China and southern Mongolia, Patagonia desert, Argentina and Chile, Iranian desert in Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan, Great Basin Desert in United States of America, and Taklamakan Desert in China, and Atacama Desert in South America, Namib Desert in South Africa. So these are the list of hot and cold desert, and now we will discuss about the climatic condition. What is the climate of the desert region? The desert cover one-fifth part of the total land area. Yes, student. Desert cover one-fifth part of the total land area. You can understand. They are characterized by arid climatic condition. Arid means dry. Dry means where there is scarcity of water and less availability of water, that is called arid climatic conditions. The temperature variation between the day and night is extreme. So this in desert region climatic condition and climate is called extreme type climate. Extreme type climate. Day and night is extreme. The deserts also cool down very quickly after sunset. Dear student, sand have an quality. Sand gets heated fastly and sand cools down quickly. So in our life जिस आदमी को गुस्सा बहुत ज़्यादा आता है वो बहुत जल्दी शांत हो जाता है, और जिसको गुस्सा देर में आता है वो शांत भी बहुत देर में होता है. तो बेटा इन द सेम वे sand bears this quality. Sand gets heated quickly. In the same way sand gets cooled down quickly. So the days are deserts also cool down very quickly, and after the sunset sun sun, sun so nights become chilly. Yes, in daytime where deserts get heated and the temperature of daytime is very high, and the night temperature when sands cool down, too much cold is there in the night time. So deserts nights are called chilly nights. So next one is vegetation. In this section we will discuss about which type of vegetative work is going on in the desert region, which type of plants are found there. So you can see here the desert presents a great challenge for any life form from to survive. Yes, student, the desert presents a great challenge to any life form to survive. All types of lives are all lives are great challenging in the desert region because of lack of water and too much high temperature. Temperature is too much high is there. So in this situation life is very difficult and animal feel very difficult situation in the desert region. So the desert plant mostly have very long roots. The desert plant mostly have their long roots that allow them to trap the moisture from deep within the earth. Dear student, if there is any problem on the earth, if there is any problem we have, there is solution is also. So where in the desert there is scarcity of water and sand is there, everywhere sand is there, and vegetative work is impossible in that region, and some plants are there found in the desert region having long root and long root that allow them to trap the moisture from the deep within the earth. Means जो पौधों की जो जड़ें होती हैं बेटा वो बहुत लंबी होती हैं और गहराई तक जाती हैं, और वो मॉइस्चर अंदर से ज़मीन के अंदर से मॉइस्चर लेने में वो कैपेबल होती हैं. सो अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है, ईश्वर ने कोई नेचर ने अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम दी है तो उसका सलूशन उससे अच्छे तरीके से दिया है। ये इसका एग्जाम्पल है। डेजर्ट रीजन की लाइफ, जो प्लांट हैं उनको भी इस तरीके का बनाया गया है कि जो उनकी जड़ें हैं, जो उनकी रूट है, वो काफ़ी ज़मीन के अंदर तक जाती हैं। दे स्टोर वाटर फॉर लॉन्गर ड्यूरेशंस। दीज प्लांट्स हैव very few or no leaves at all to avoid loss of water during the day. They store water for longer duration. Yes, student, the plant of this area store water for longer duration. These plants have very few or no leaves. Means these plants have very few or no leaves to avoid loss of water during the day. Leaves at all to avoid the loss of water during the day. Dear student, if there will be less leaf and no leaves will be there of the having the plant. In that condition, water exertion will be very less. So this make plants survive in the desert region. So you can understand it, the vegetation work. You can see here, instead of leaves, these plants have thorns. Dear student, in desert region, many plants are there and they doesn't have leaves, they have thorn. Thorn मतलब होता है बेटा कांटा. They have thorn. Cactus, acacia, bow are some plants found in the deserts. These are the plants, these are the some plants which are found in the desert region. Next we will discuss about the wildlife. Wildlife means which type of animals are found there in the desert region where water scarcity is there, and in that situation which type of animal can survive. Let us see. Animals have to endure the hostile climatic condition of intense heat, lack of water and shortage of food. बेटा endure means होता है, endure means support. Endure means support. Animals have to support the hostile climatic condition. Means वहाँ की जो climatic condition है उसको animals को support करना होता है. Of intense heat, too much heat, lack of water and shortage of food. Shortage of food is there because less greenery is there. So many animals eat leaves, and by having the leaves and grass, they survive in their life. Some animals, armadillo, lizards, camels, desert tortoise, sand grouse, hawks, falcons, vultures, scorpions, desert rats, etc. are found in the desert region. One animal, that is camel. Camel, for example, a camel can store a huge quantity of water in its body. Camel can store a huge quantity of water in its body and survive for days without water. And survive for days without water. Camel can survive for days without water because camel can store large quantity of water in its body. It can store food in the form of fat stored in its hump so that does not get food for a long duration. It does not die of hunger. Yes, student. Camel stored their energy, their food in terms of in its hump, so that if it does not get food, means अगर वो खाना ना पाए for a long duration, लंबे समय तक, it does not die of hunger, मतलब वो भूख से नहीं मरेगा. Its eyelashes prevent the sand particles. Eyelashes prevent the sand particles from entering into its eyes and protect the camel from sunlight too. बेटा you can see here, नेचर ने अगर किसी भी तरीके की प्रॉब्लम दी है, कहीं भी बहुत मुश्किलें दी हैं, तो वहाँ पे उन मुश्किलों से लड़ने की ताकत और क्षमता भी दी है. इसी का एग्जाम्पल है कैमल, जिसके पास वो सारी चीज़ें हैं जो कि डेजर्ट रीजन में सरवाइव करने के लिए उसको दी गई हैं. Like camel, other desert animals have adapted themselves to the environment. They come out for food at night to escape the heat. Next is beta human life. This is the life of wildlife, and now we will discuss about the human life. How human life is there in the desert region. Let's see. ह्यूमन पॉपुलेशन इन द डेजर्ट इज स्पेर्स, मीन्स वहाँ पे जो लोग हैं वो दूर दूर रहते हैं, और मोस्टली नोमैडिक ट्राइब्स लाइक द बेडोइंस ऑफ नॉर्थ अफ्रीका एंड द ट्वार्क्स ऑफ वेस्टर्न सहारा लिव इन द डेजर्ट. दे रियर एनिमल, ट्रेड, farm, hunt, etc. These tribes move in search of oases. Oasis means a place in desert having water and greenery where they can get fresh water. The deserts are rich in minerals like iron, ore, copper, petroleum and natural gas. So you can see here the condition of human life in the desert. Mostly nomadic tribes like the Bedouins of the North Africa. Nomadic tribe means Banjara people who used to move from one place to another in search of food and fodder. So, and these tribes move in search of oases where they can get fresh water. The deserts are rich in minerals like iron ore, copper, petroleum and natural gas. So my dear student, it's all about our today's class, and now in the next class we will discuss about the temperate grassland. So read the lesson carefully and do your work properly. Learn all the question answer and read the lesson many times for your half yearly exam. Wishing you all the best and have a nice day. Thank you.